Today I have another quick tip for people who want to install brakes on a 2015 and up Honda Civics with electronic parking brake. I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to install brakes, but to install them on a electronic parking brake without a $1,000 scanner sometimes get complicated. A lot of you guys probably think that when you take the caliper off, you will see that it looks like one of those calipers that have parking brake and braking in one unit, and then you would try to move it back with a caliper compressor. But actually that does not work with these, and you can actually damage the motor and gears inside. So I have a very quick tip. Also, for those of you who know how to do electronic parking brake retraction without a computer, I'm pretty sure you know there's a plug back there. You pull it out and you try to put positive and negative, and then it works. Well, same as these Hondas, because I was looking online and a lot of people were confused. They were saying, well, these are calibrated and this and that. Well, there is no calibration to it. It's just a simple actuation, and actually it works with resistance. So now, and a very easy way I found out at first when I looked at it and I was looking around, and I could see there was a connector down here. If you can see, both sides the same place, and you take out the connector and you look at it, and actually I read somewhere there are a lot of people there saying, oh no, it's 4 pins, so this means there's some sort of a sensor inside or something that's detecting the position of the electronic parking brake. Well, my friends, no. What it is if you pull this wire back a little, and you'll see there are 2 wires there, but those 2 wires are actually for this ABS sensor that are going all the way in the same harness. So no, it's the exactly same thing with those 2 big pins that work for the electronic parking brake. And I'll try to see if I can show you. I don't know if I can hold the phone with me or not and actuate it, but I will try to quickly demonstrate and see. So here's a battery. I highly doubt I can do that with one hand. I hope you can see it off my knee. I'm sorry, but let me put it together and then I'll show it to you guys how I did it. So here it is, like that. So I have a wire that is connected to a booster pack, positive and negative, and all I'm going to do is, oops, okay, that side I put together, but I can probably show it to you on the other side. So you need to do that before you disassemble the parking brakes to change the rear pads or rotors. So all you got to do is, oh gosh, how am I going to do this? That's why you should always have a stand or something. There you go. Please stay there, please. There you go. Okay. So I'll try to show it to you. So all I did was, and you will actually hear the sound, and I hope you can tell the difference. So let me first test it and see. Okay, so right now it's retracting, meaning the electronic parking brake is disabling, and you will hear the difference in noise when it's completely retracted. There you go. You see that change in sound? That's when it's completely retracted, and you can go along. It's not going to damage anything. It's not going to break anything. All it's doing is just winding it back, and when the gear stops, it comes out of the loop, and that's it. The motor keeps on going. And to apply, and when you're done replacing the brakes and putting everything back together, also, so when you do the disassemble with these 2 wires with the retraction all the way back, all you got to do is use a plier or a brake tool and just push the piston back. You do not have to spin it, and do not spin it. So when you do all that, we change rotor or brake pads, and you put everything back together. You put all the screws, bolts back in, and all you gotta do is flip the wires around, and then and please notice the sound, and that will tell you when it's applied and not. So there you go. And that's it. You gotta let it go. As soon as you hear that stressful sound, you let it go. And that's it, guys. That's how you do the retraction. Now you'll ask, well, what happens after? Well, after, when you do both sides and you hear it lock, do not, okay, one more warning, do not keep on holding the wires locked to it and make the motor overstressed, because you can burn it. So just do it as soon as you hear that motor is under stress just a little, you just let it go. And then now all you have to do is put the connector back on, and you put your wheels on, put the car down. Before you pump the brakes, you have to push the parking brake lever down and hold the pedal just slightly and release it. Do that a couple of times and then just pump the brakes and you're all good to go. It's not that hard. I don't know if Honda made this one connector on purpose so that it would scare people. I don't know. But, you know, as what I was reading online, I thought people were, well, I mean, it was almost impossible. I have a up-to-date scanner, but still my Snap-on scanner won't show me a Honda Civic parking brake retraction. I don't know why, but, you know, I can't really go and looking for answers. I just got to find my own ways. So I hope you guys are, I hope you like this video, and I hope you find this video helpful. Please leave the comments below and subscribe, and please like my video. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'm here to answer. I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Thank you, and have a great day. Hey guys, so this is the final portion of the video where I show you after how you start the vehicle and do everything else. So just a reminder, when you do your rear pads, just make sure your car is turned off and the keys out, and the parking brake is applied, meaning before you finish your car and you're applying it, just got to make sure that it's been applied and you can see that there is a parking brake sign on, and before you start your parking brake. If not, then what's going to happen is you're going to on your first start, you're going to get an error saying brake problem and all that. It's not a problem, it's just that it's detecting that right now, well, before you turned off the car, the parking brake was applied. But if you do not apply the parking brake before you start your work, it's going to say, well, the parking brake was not applied and right now it is applied, so what's going on? And then I'll throw a code. All you got to do, even if you get that code, don't worry about it. It's not like it's destroyed and you're ruined anything. All you got to do is turn off the ignition, and while the ignition is off, you're going to hold the brake, and then you're going to try to apply it a couple of times. And then you're going to start the ignition. Start the ignition without holding the brake, so that only the ignition is on. And then you're going to try to apply it and release it. Try to apply it and release it, and it will work. I've done it many times. It's not the first time I'm doing it, so that's why I'm just letting you guys know, because I know sometimes you kind of get worried. Oh no, I followed this guy on YouTube and this is what has happened, blah 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 blah. So I just wanted to make you guys hear. I hope you can hear in the video. I'll check it later, but you can hear now. It's applied, now it's retracted. That's it. Okay, so that's it, and I hope you have a successful rear brakes replacement on your Honda Civics. It works on all Honda Civics that have an electronic parking brake, and I'm pretty sure it works on an Accord too. I haven't had a chance to do an Accord, but I have done a lot of Civics. Thank you again. Appreciate it, guys.